Then Germany lo unna telusa. I'm in Germany. Do you know that, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yes. Yeah, yeah. Since I was in Germany to search these rooms and those things, it was delayed. Otherwise, it have been done in 10 days before. Fine. Anyhow, so today we are going to discuss about this capl. This 3 days I have holidays. Okay. So we'll do this and we'll complete it. And we'll see how the interviews could be and we'll forward the profiles also. Okay. Tomorrow I have discussion with some company. Okay. So we'll see how it goes. If you have that directly, we can forward. Otherwise, I'll let you know what to do. Okay. 2 minutes, please. Okay. Sharing the screen. So guys, capl. So now we are discussing capl. So you got a task first. For example, you got a task. మీకు task వచ్చింది. Capl కావచ్చు ఏదైనా కావచ్చు anything. So you got a task in testing. What is the task? First task. Please listen carefully. Just a simple task you got. Thing is, you need to send. So you need to send the seatbelt signal and needs to check. There is a first task. So for example, you are working in the, suppose you are working in the cluster. What is that? Cluster. So you have power supply. So can case Excel. Okay, this is cluster. You need to check seatbelt signal. Okay, so sorry guys. So if you send one, from the seatbelt signal, seatbelt is one signal with the values 1 or 0. Correct. So మీకు 0 గాని 1 గాని పంపిస్తాం మనం seatbelt. So signal will be in a message. For example, message name is BCM1. Okay, BCM1 or BCM2, anything. BCM1 is the message and this is the signal. So it is sending by BCM, body control module, in the car. See, you have sensors. Okay, you have sensors. Okay, listen now. Listen now. So we have a different ECUs in the car. Body control module, AC, airbag, like that. So BCM has a seat belt sensor. It will send the signal to the processor. Processor have data acquisition and the signaling and those things. Finally, it will send the signal to the network called CAN. So మీకు ఏంటనంటే seat belt signal BCM, body control module, is one ECU, electronic control unit, one processor. So it will get the data from the sensor. It will send the data to the network. Okay, in the car. I'm saying about car level. So once it comes into the network in the form of message, CAN is message oriented protocol, guys. So data in the form of message. In the message, you have signal. OK, so it'll come into the network. Every message has name. Every message has identifier. Identifier is the indication of the message identification. OK, in the network. So it'll come into the network. So in the CAN, every ECU. What is every ECU? AC, infotainment, airbag. Everybody will take the signal. For example, now we are working on the cluster. OK, so in the car you have cluster. Cluster means what? Dashboard. That speedometers, signals, indications. No, that is the one. So that is the cluster. OK, that is the cluster. So for example, Bosch is means you guys are sitting in the Bosch. Bosch is developing the cluster. This is Ford car, for example. So Bosch has the project which is cluster. Body control module is somebody is doing that. Airbag is somebody, TRW. OK, braking system is by Delphi. Like that, you have different companies, they'll do that. So now this cluster is developing and testing in the Bosch. So while testing and developing in the Bosch, this is the setup. Why this Canoi software in your host PC? You have Canoi software. Since it is development, మీకు ఇది ఇంకా డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రాసెస్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి you don't have a body control module. Since body control module is developing by somebody and airbag is developing by somebody, you are developing the cluster. So whatever the signals are transmitting like seat belt signals, some other signals, those are available in a simulated environment. Simulated signals will be available. So those simulated signals are equal to these signals. So we don't have body control module. So in the Canoi software, we will create a body control module. So by using this node, we will send seat belt signal in the message. For example, BCM1 is the message and seat belt is the signal with the value of 1 or 0. What is the value of 1? 1 means you did not buckled. 0 means you buckled. Simple. So just on or off anything. Buckled, unbuckled, unfastened, fastened like that, guys. So not only this signal, any signal we can transmit from the Canoi software to verify the functionality of your hardware. What is the hardware? Your project cluster. OK, right. First, we'll give the power supply 12 volts to this ECU. OK, 12 volts will give. Then we'll send necessary signals. What is necessary signals? What is necessary signals? Ignition. If you did not on the ignition in the car, if you did not on this ignition, the cluster will not work. Of course, everybody knows that. So we will send the ignition signal. So likewise, in the same way, we have some signals are there. అట్లనే ignition ఆన్ చేయలేదు అనుకోండి మీరు మీకు క్లస్టర్ ఆన్ కాదు. సో అట్లనే కొన్ని సిగ్నల్స్ ఉంటాయి. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ సిగ్నల్? కార్ మోడ్ ఈస్ వన్ సిగ్నల్. సో ఐ హావ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ యూ. So car mode, those necessary signals will transmit. So necessary steps is what? To on the ECU, first you should give the power supply. Next you need to send the necessary signals. Who will give these necessary signals? In the requirement, company will give the necessary signals. What signal should be there to on the cluster? So we will send all these signals into the network. Network means what? From the software to the cluster, guys, with the values, everything they'll give, guys. OK. Next, we are testing what testing? First, a simple task. Seat belt, we are checking whether it is getting or not in the cluster. Today's task, you got the build, you got software, you flashed. Then today's task is developer has developed the seat belt. So you need to test this. You are a tester. You need to test it. So you will send necessary signals and you will send seatbelt signal also. See guys, signals will be in the messages. Every data will be available in the requirements and database files. Okay, so we will put the database files in the software and we'll send. How to send is the question. Now we'll see in the software how to send. Okay, so now I'm going to start Cano. Cano is the universal tool, guys. Go here. Usually we will have the database files, but for our project, for example, seatbelt, I'm saying. So seatbelt signal. So what is your task? You need to send seatbelt signal with the value 1 or 0. That is only the task. This is one task and you need to check whether it is getting on or not. If you send 1, it should be on. If you send 0, it should be off. That is a project. Today's project. Likewise, every day you have tasks like 100 telltales, 100 indications are there. What is the indications? For example, if you do open the door, you will get the door indication. Now tell me, based on your knowledge, who will send the doors signals to the cluster? Tell me guys, Anil, others, Kaja, somebody. Who will send the doors signals to the cluster? And based on that signal, door will means cluster will indicate the doors.
BCM.
BCM, body control module. Listen carefully now. Correct. See, BCM has different sensors, guys. Train sensor, seatbelt sensor, some door sensor, some other tire pressure sensor. So it has so many sensors are there. Okay. So these sensors will give the signal to the BCM. BCM will send into the network. It will go to the cluster. So cluster will indicate. Cluster will indicate in the car. We don't have BCM, so instead of these sensors, we will have the simulated signals. We'll send the values. That's simple. We need to send the signal. We need to check the behavior of the cluster in the car. On the bench. That is what the project. So requirement will be there. We have to check whether the requirement is getting satisfied or not. As per their requirement, the functionality should be worked. That is the project, guys. 1 year will do this project. Got it? So this is what we'll do generally. For that, clearly we will do like first we'll on the power supply testing on the power supply. We'll send the necessary signals and we'll send one. For example, seat belt. You are checking seat belt. Before sending this signal, we will send the ignition signals, car mode signals, power supply on. These are the necessary conditions, preconditions to on it. We'll send signal with the value 1 and we will check. 1, it should be on. If it is not on, it is an issue. So developer has not done properly. We will raise the issue. We will raise the defect. So again, developer will fix it and he'll send the again another build software. Build means software. So we'll get the another software. We'll flash it and we will retest it, guys. If it is working fine, then we will close the issue. Otherwise, we will reopen the issue. Again, developer will fix it. Got it? So this is a regular tasks. Now, here the thing is how to send the signals. This is a question. Now, in general, company will give the database files, guys. Okay, company will give the database files, signals. What signals are there in the car? So those signals they'll give. But we are not in the company. We will create our own signals to show how to send. Okay. I've already database, I think. Okay. So one signal, two signals will create. Okay. How to send, I'll show. So here generally people will create in the database editor. So this is database. Okay. This is not our task, guys. This is by developers. They'll give the signals and messages. No need to worry about it. create database. But I know, since I know this how to create, I'm explaining, guys. Generally in your interview also they'll ask this question, do you know how to create the database? You can tell yes. So here desktop, any one folder we can select. No. Project one. Okay. So file name is new database file. I have already explained it, but still I am explaining. So messages, signals, nodes. Node is nothing but ECU. Simulated environment we will call nodes. See guys, here it is. Body control module is one node. Cluster is one node. Airbag is one node. AC is one node. Like that you have an n number of nodes. So in a Canoi software, we can create the nodes. What is a node? For our project, it is one. For example, BCM. BCM is the one node. What is BCM? Body control module. Okay, right. Created one. And another project, generally cluster is there. That is another node. So we need to send the seatbelt signal from the BCM. That's it. So signal will be in the message. So message. What is the message name I have said? BCM1 is the message. Every message has identifier. So 0 cross 0 to 0 cross 7FF, the message identifiers are there. DLC data length code is there. So if you give 8, you will get 8 bytes of data to put the data. You will get the space. If you give a 7 bytes of data, you will get to put. So 8 is last. You should not give more than that. Okay, in the can. If you give five five bytes of data, you can keep it. Okay, like see 5. So layout, you can observe this one, guys. Listen, 0 to 4, it means what? 5 bytes of data. If you change it to 6, if you have more signals, then 0 to 5. Okay, this is the space, this is data field. We will place the data there. So what is data now? Okay, this is message name. Okay, fine. Right? We have created the message. So node created, message created, but we did not tell who is sending the message. Who is sending the message? BCM node is sending the BCM1 frame message. Now signal. What is the signal as per our project now? Seat belt is the signal name, guys. Okay, right. How many bits it is length? 1 bit, either 0 or 1. So minimum and maximum. Here it is value table we have not created. We will create later. I'll explain what is the use of that. And this signal is in the message. Which message? BCM1 message. Right. So created.
Sir, in signals, we can kept sign to unsigned. No, sir. In
What is that?
signals,
In signals?
sign there is
Okay.
signed,
Sign.
sign
Correct. Signed, unsigned. Correct. Unsigned.
unsigned. Yes, sir.
Yes. Because if you give signed, default it will go to the negative value, -1. Okay. So that's why we will give unsigned. Yes. Good. So now we are going to add this. So whatever the database file is available for the project. See guys, here I gave only one signal, but in the project, I'll show the database, how the company's database is. So you have n number of signals, n number of messages, n number of ECUs are there. Just for our project to show how to send the message and signal, I've created only one message. So one message, one signal. Go here and check layout. See, this is the data. So in the data field, seatbelt is the signal. Earlier it was not there. So definition, it is one DLC. You have five you can give, no problem. Okay, layout go. So this is the signal. You can put the data here. This is called a data field. Every message has data field. You can place the data. What is data? Signals are the data. Diagnostics is the data. right? Now we are going to add this database file, guys, where I already told since it is a simulation setup. This is simulation setup. Okay. CAN network we are using. We have so many networks are there in general. So we will add the database. So created one we can add. So that complete data, signals, node, everything will come. We will add the node here. See here, go here. Don't right click anywhere. You just want to click on this wires. Okay. Network node, capl like this. So network node. Double click. Double click on that. 1 second is. I'm in class. Krishna in class lo unnanu. Okay. So we will add the database now. Where it is? Desktop. Already database added, no? Yeah. Database added. We want to give name of this node. Name of this node. What is the name of this node? PCM. One task has done. So we gave name. Now another task is we need to send the signal. We need to send the signal. So right. So now we came to the capl script. How to send the data. Guys, as per our project, what is the task? You have to send the signals. First task you need to do. Second task is if you send the signal with the value 1, it should indicate. Correct. This is second task. You have to watch whether the cluster is displaying the indication or not. Correct. First is you have to send the signal. First we'll do that. So of course it will go to the value will go to the ECU cluster. Then we will observe. Observation is not a big deal. Sending the signal is a big deal. So now how to send? Sending is different ways, guys. One is IG block. Here very simple. This is it is interactive generator block is there. Add this one. Double click. Whatever the messages. If you click on new, so you will get a frames. So BCM frame it is we are adding. This is BCM frame. This is the signal which is in the BCM. If you have 100 signals will come. There is no 100. It will be like 64, for example, 8 bytes. So 8 into 8, 64 bits, 84 signals, maybe 10 signals. So this is the message. Inside the message, you have this signal with the value. Physical value we will send, guys, generally. Now I'll show how to send. See, this is cyclic time. Every 10 milliseconds it will transmit. Now we'll see. This is one way. Okay. So I'm running. Show this. Yes. So I'm running this one. See. Yeah. If you observe, BCM is the message. Seatbelt is the signal with the value 0. Now I'm going to change here. Otherwise here also you can select here 1. So 1 is transmitting. Send 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is one way. This is IG block, sending from the IG block. Then you will observe whether it is on or not. You have to check. OK. This is using the IG block, guys. What is this then? This is just what is transmitting, what is receiving, it will show. We call it is trace window. Data, whatever we are transmitting, observe this here. We are transmit TX direction. We are transmitting. TX means transmission. We are transmitting from the software. Suppose you are getting some data from the ECU, it is RX. It will show here RX. It means receiving. From the ECU, you are getting some data. Got it, guys? So far, all. All.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is our task? What is our task? We need to send with the 1 and 0. We are sending. I said necessary signals. We will create those necessary signals now in the database. For example, BCM2 is the message, guys. Okay. BCM2. Like this, you have so many messages, guys. So 2 is the message. This is transmitting again by BCM. Example. Otherwise, you have some other issue. Okay. Message created. Signals. What is the signal? I already told. Ignition signal. We'll take ignition. Ignition. Nowadays, cars is having start to stop, just button. Means in olden days, like ignition lock, off, ACC, on, crank, running. Different situations are there in the car. We'll take that better. So those is 5. Okay, 5. Unsigned. I'll give unsigned. Maximum is 0 2. We'll take 6 also, no problem. We will add this message. We will add this signal to the message BCM2. Generally, developers will do this. We don't want to worry about it. This complete thing, but you have to get the knowledge on this. What is there? Okay, what we have in the database. So signal is not there. So sorry, signal is there. What is signal? Ignition. But we know 0 means lock, 1 means off, 2 means ACC, but we have not declared here. So we will create a value tables. What is value table? Values for the values. IGN I'm giving. Value description add. So 0 means lock. 1 means ignition. Okay. 1 means off. 2 means ignition. ACC accessory condition. So like that, developers will give based on the project. On 4, 5, add. Very simple, guys. These things by people. 4 is crank. Running. Ignition running. Okay. So now we'll go overview. Overview. Open the signal. Ignition. So whatever we have created value table, ignition, we will assign. So values will come. We'll observe that also. No problem. Value and the name also will come. So now I will send ignition also. See, earlier we were getting seat belt correct with the value 0. So now go simulation IG block. Here we can add new created BCM2 will have this one IGN. Okay, ignition is lock correct. If you select here, that signal also will go into the network. Where to observe? Go analysis, measurement setup. Trace. I said trace. See this, observe. Seatbelt is 0. Ignition is 0. We are sending ignition value with the 0. Next. 1 I'll send. See, 1 means what? Okay. Maybe value is not name is not getting. I'll show in another data window. Go data window. This is another window, guys. Okay. Go add signal. Signal name is ignition. Okay. Observe the difference, guys. Observe the difference. I'll show both before giving the value table. Giving the value table. So see here. Value is off. Value name is off in the ignition. value is 1. Seatbelt signal is 0. Here it is showing a 0, but it is not showing like 0 means off, 1 means on, because we have to give the value table. See, I'll send ignition is off right now. I'll increase to ACC. Okay, that is a use of value table. It shows what is the name of the value, on, crank, running. Okay, but here it won't change. We'll see on and 1 1. So we need to give the value so that it will show what is the value of that, whether it is on or off or crank, whatever it is, guys. Okay, so this is the way to send the data to the network, and just observe and do it. This is one way, little bit advanced one, using panels. I'll show that now. Little bit advanced one. So home, panel, new panel. So I want to send seatbelt signal value. So I'll use a switch. If I press 1, signal with the value 1. If I press off, signal with the value 0. That is, that's what I am sending by using this switch. I'll use another one, combo box. What is combo box? Now we saw another signal called the ignition signal. It has different values. So switch, for example, if you use a switch 1 or 0, but we have 5 values in the ignition. So how to send the 5 values? So that's why I selected this drop down list, guys. Then go right click, properties. So these are the properties, guys. Simple, just little changes are there here. So what is little change? Signal. So you can give signal or system variable. I'll explain signal value. Let me see. Better go with this, system variable. Okay, what is the signal? Seat belt signal. Okay, right. Next, this one. Signal name. What is the signal? Ignition, right? Save it. Folder. It'll save. This panel also will save. Now we'll close this one. See here. So by using this, we can send now. Check. Earlier, what we have done is by using IG block, we are sending. Now from this, okay. So by using this, we want to send. If I on or off, value should be changed. For that, we are going to write the capl script, but it is not changing. If you write the capl script, it will change. Crank, for example, now it is in crank. Lock. If you give select lock, off. Okay. So you can select from here. Rather this IG block. మీరు IG block లోకి వెళ్ళి select చేసే బదులు panels ద్వారా, by using a panels, you can set these kind of panels, n number of panels. By clicking those things, you can send it. How to send it? How to send it? Now we'll see. So simple. First task is you need to send the seatbelt signal value with the 1. Simple. So for that, you need to declare some variables. In every programming language, first we need to declare the variables. It is like C programming. Syntax is same. Semicolon will be there for every statement. Okay, statement or whatever it is, declaration, anything. You have semicolon for every statement or every line. Okay. So first task is we want to send the signal with the value 1. Good. But where is the signal? Signal is in the message. Which message? It is in the BCM1 message. So it has a, I'll give B is the B1 is the variable name. So we need to give, guys. This is the way of declaration of message in the capl script. This is variable declaration. Generally, we will call it is global variable declaration. This is global variable declaration, guys. Okay, right. Next. Okay. See, left side we have, I already told, capl is event based programming language. So we will take one event. What is that event? What we are doing? We are pressing this button. Pressing this button means what? We have assigned a signal here. What is the signal? Seatbelt signal. So we are selecting the signal. So we need to check where it is. On signal or on signal update. This is an event. On signal means if the signal is coming into the picture, that is what actually. So on signal, right click, we have to take the signal name. What is the signal? We'll take seatbelt signal. Okay. So on signal means while this signal is operating, while signal is changing. Okay. That is the meaning of on signal. This is the meaning of on. If the signal comes into the signal works, signal process. Okay. On signal seat belt. Okay. Seat belt signal. It means seat belt signal. Okay. So if you press the switch, you will get a value in the signal. So from that B1 dot B1 is what? B1 is BCM message and it has seat belt signal. We will send one, not one. Yes. Output B1. Resistment. Okay. Now I'll send guys. Save it. This, what is this guys? This means whatever the value in the signal that will be assigned to signal. Okay. Right. We'll do that now. And we are sending. See, it should happen. I don't know why. Second. No. Okay, fine. So I'll discuss this later signal part, but we'll try in another way. What is another way is, see, to the panel, we had given signal, but it is not working. I'll explain in another way. Usually I'll use system variable. Okay, we will assign the system variable, guys. Now we'll go here, system variable. See, finally you need to send the signal to the ECU. Signal with a value. Okay, whatever the way you can select, no problem in that. So namespace, our project is project one. Name is seat belt is the system variable. Initial value is the 0. Always, if you start, it will set with the 0 initial value. Maximum is 1. Fine. Value tables. So value tables custom. So select here. Okay, fine. second, yes. 0 means what? 1 means you can give or not, but if you give it is good. Right, system variables created. We'll go to the panel, right click, edit it. We are editing. I'll remove the signal and put the system variable instead of the signal. Where it is seat check, signal I have given. Okay, seat belt. So now signal, instead of signal, I'll give system variable. Go here and select from the project. This is the system variable, created one, right? So now go here and check system variable seat belt is there. Guys, you can use system variable, signal, anything you can assign, but finally you need to send the data to the cluster. You need to observe it. That's it. You have to try. That's it. Anyway, so now it will work. We'll see. Go here. System variable. So left side you have events are there. You need to select as per the, yeah, see on system variable. Otherwise on system variable update. If you are updating anything, this two is fine. Go environment data, Cano, system variables, system variable, no. Unknown system variable. Okay, failed. Why? Project one, seed build system variable. So if you select, that will be there automatically, guys. I don't know why it is. So we need to check again. System variables, created one, project one. Okay, this is user defined. Okay, go here. Failed update of unknown system variable, failed update of unknown. So it has not created. Okay, right. Go here. Again, go. Okay. Panel system variable. Given seat belt. Okay. Here we are getting what I don't know why it is. To configuration. Right, seat belt. Should be updated, guys. I don't know why it is. Here. Check. If we get this one, then it will be like we will send the signal. I don't know why it is. this. Okay, fine. This is not also succeeded. We will go another way. Thing is environment variable. See here, right click, go new environment variable called seat belt is the environment variable name. Okay, I'm creating environment variable. Control unit. This is controlling my BCM. Okay, this generally nowadays like so we have created environment variable seat belt values are minimum, maximum is 1. Next read or write or something, read write. Okay, integer values we can give, but system variable should work here. I don't know why it is happening. Let me I'll check that. Okay, right, I've created this one. So now go here, system variable on environment variable value object on environment variable name. See, environment variable new seat belt. Okay, in the same way we should get this system variable also. I don't know why it is not getting. A very important system variable, that is why. No, not updated actually. I don't know what is the string type updated non-system variable. Okay. Anyhow, so comment out. If we don't want, we'll comment. See now we want to send it b1 dot b1 is the variable b1 dot set build is the signal. So whatever the value in this if you give this it will assign this okay, get value of this is the function. So I have another class, guys. I'll okay, I'll finish fast. Not output. Okay, get value. We are assigning get value into the signal. Output of B1. Now check now. Guys, from the IG block, we are sending seat belt is 0, 1, correct? I'll stop this one. So now it is 0. Okay, signal value. If I on the switch, yeah, come on. It's not updating. Anyhow, guys, this is the way to update the value and signal. I'll check why it is not transmitting. See, one way you came to know that from the IG block, you are able to send, right? So we process, follow that one. And panel one we'll discuss. So some other tasks are there in the capl, like for example, you have one scenario, same signal, you need to send the values for every 5 minutes, 1 and 0 for 100 times. How to do that? Likewise, we have scenarios are there. We'll discuss those scenarios. We'll wind up in a 2 days. Okay, we'll wind up the 2 days, 2 days, and then 2 days classes. Okay. Okay, guys, I have another class. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Bye. Try this one. You guys try. I've already first class. I have told this one. In Canary software, you have to do this and send the signal. Let me see. All. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye.